I almost like put a bullet in my head because the fucking frogs, toads, they croak the entire movie. There's frogs croaking the entire movie in the background. It is maddening. I had headphones in when I was watching this. I was losing my mind. I'm like, I fucking hate the sound.
This is Opening Kill. The following program contains mature content, explicit language, and detailed discussion of on-screen deaths. Spoilers are unavoidable. Listener discretion is advised.
And welcome to Opening Kill, episode 57. I'm Brian O'Connor.
And I am Michael Duran. Happy to be recording today and talking about a fantastic piece of cinema, really. This is peak, really.
It's a piece, all right, of something.
It's a piece of something. Maybe cinema's that thing. Maybe it's not. We'll find out when we dive more into this. But besides sold out shows, standing ovations for your return to stage, how have things been going, Brian?
Man, busy. It's been good. Yeah, the theater life has been good. It's kind of slipped right back into it after 10 years. Had our first audience, and we're kind of cruising right now. Shows are selling out, so doing the classic 1936 comedy, You Can't Take It With You. Still relevant today and having a good time, and that has been my life. So I haven't got to watch any movies this week just because of that. Now that we're open, we're past opening week, I'll be able to settle down, get a few more evenings off where I can watch movies, get caught up on all the latest horror movies that have hit theaters that I haven't been able to see. So I'm definitely excited for some sense of cinematic normalcy in my life. How about you?
I'm sure. I actually saw Psycho Killer, which was one of our scare previews, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
And it has gotten horrible reviews. I think it's sitting at 0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Ooh.
I don't think that's fair at all. It's completely fine. It's not groundbreaking. It's nothing like crazy, but it's a fine movie to go watch. I enjoyed it. I was just kind of like turn my brain off. I think they made a mistake with talking about how it was like written by the same writers of Seven. That probably set some expectations that are damn near impossible to reach.
Got it.
But it's silly for sure.
Right.
I don't mind that. I love a little silliness to a movie. My only critique, this is really the only thing I did not like about it. Everything else I think is completely passable. People need to chill the hell out. Malcolm McDowell is in this movie. Every time he's on screen, it is absolute dog shit. He fucking sucks. Everything about those scenes is the worst part of the movie, which is crazy to say. It was, yeah. If he was cut out of the movie, it would have been better.
That surprises me because normally he's in some really good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, normally, but he's just he drags this one down a little bit. But I think it's worth checking out. I really don't understand the reviews on this one. I can usually at least see where people are coming from.
Mm-hmm.
With this one, I'm just like, y'all are just clearly expecting something that wasn't really necessarily fair for this movie to, compare to.
Right.
But I liked it. I thought it was fun. I gave it like 3.5 stars. It's nothing crazy, but 3.5, it's better than average. I enjoyed it. Check it out.
It's probably 3.5 stars better than what I'm going to end up giving the movie we're about to talk about, but I won't give that away for sure yet. I'm just saying it's a possibility.
It's possible. Yeah, right. For sure.
Well, Michael, what is the name of this movie?
It is called Frogs.
And
that's the title.
Why is it called Frogs? Because
I don't know why. Because
I'm clueless.
I'm clueless. And I hate to be this guy, but there's not a single frog in the movie. There's toads. There's lots of toads. Well, there's one frog, but it is animated in the credits. So yeah, there's that.
Wow.
And then besides there being just toads, I don't know why it's called Frogs anyway, because they don't really do anything unless they're doing a lot that we'll kind of talk about a little bit.
Hmm.
which might be the case. It might not be. I don't know.
They're psychic frogs. It's kind of like they must have some mental power that is
Right.
happening here because yeah, it's just a strange movie. It came out March 23rd, 1972, directed by George McCowan, who was a big TV and big TV director back in the 70s and 80s. This thing is 90 minutes and rated PG, so it didn't even get an R
Yeah.
rating. And they filmed this entirely on location in Florida. Stars Ray Milland, who we'll talk about later. He really was a huge Hollywood star starting in the late 20s until the mid 80s when he passed away. Sam Elliott making his first big screen debut without a mustache. And I have to say that's very off putting because I've never seen him without the mustache. Um,
No.
so yeah. And also Joan Van Ark, who went on to do a lot of things. She was in Dallas and Knots Landing in the 80s, big night soap operas. But she was in this as well. The budget was $200,000. It made about $2 million. I know, right? Hard to believe, but that's it.
Hard. Yeah.
Tagline: Today the pond, tomorrow the world.
Hell yeah.
I mean, good Lord.
Everything about it, from the poster to that tagline, is just B movie cheese.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
Totally is. Was nominated for grand prize at the Avaria's Fantastic Film Festival, which it's like, okay, were you people high when you
it
watched
might have
it,
been.
or what was it? In a nutshell, it's about a group of helpless victims who are celebrating a birthday on an island estate crawling with killer amphibians. And that's what they should have called this, was amphibians or reptiles, because really the frog/toads didn't have a lot of direct involvement in this.
Or just called like call it like Swamp Uprising or something like that.
There you go. I like that. That would have been
Hey,
much better.
they don't pay me to come up with titles, ironically, which is not fair.
It starts out with wildlife photographer Pickett Smith, who is played by Sam Elliott. He's just
Yep.
canoeing through the swamps which surround the island estate of a wealthy family, the Crockett family. And he's there to document the local ecosystem. This is one of those horror eco films that was
Yep.
all the fad. Um, he notices signs of pollution. There's pesticide damage, which he suspects are tied to the family's plantation operations. Um, so he's out there, and he's out in this lake. And when Clint Crockett, who's the son of the millionaire who owns all this, he's out on the out on the lake in this boat, showing off for his girlfriend Karen, or his sister Karen, played by Joan Van
Drinking
Ark,
beer.
drinking beer and driving a boat. That's a worthy activity.
Yeah. I mean, anytime you consume alcohol, anything with a motor is what you want to be behind,
Exactly.
is what they say. It's what they say.
Well, he almost wipes out Smith in his little canoe and just about goes over the top of him. Instead, he overturns the canoe with the wake of the boat. So they circle back
Yeah.
around and they pick him up and take him back to meet Daddy, who is wheelchair
Right.
bound and having a birthday on the 4th of July.
I was just thinking how every part of what's happening to Pickett is like my worst nightmare. Like you get put in the water in your clothes, and then you get brought into this family's like celebration. Like that's already so awkward.
Yeah.
You're just trying to go home. We'll find out that he can't, and it just seems, and he knows he's not necessarily wanted. Like they're not welcoming. Like,
Mm-hmm.
well, some of them are,
Mm-hmm.
but the main guy is definitely not. Like he lets you know everyone that's not in the family is beneath him. And no, it would just be so awkward. I would hate it. I
Oh,
felt so
yeah.
uncomfortable for him.
Me too. Yeah. And you're right. I mean, most of the family are very welcoming, but this guy, his name is Jason Crockett. He's played by Ray Milland. He's this very irritable and domineering patriarch. Not a nice guy in a wheelchair. And yeah, it's the 4th of July and his birthday. And
Yeah,
it just this whole thing, the cinematography was interesting. Lots of cutaways to toads and other snakes and other amphibians and reptiles. Um, Pretty
yeah.
pointless. And the sound design also was kind of bad too.
I almost like put a bullet in my head because the fucking frogs, toads, croaked. They croaked the entire movie.
Yeah.
There's frogs croaking the entire movie in the background. It is maddening. I had headphones in when I was watching this. I was losing my mind. I'm like, I fucking hate the sound. It's great. Yeah, they literally just have it going throughout the entire movie. It's crazy.
And you know that they had to buy all of these toads and some of these animals for this movie. And a good number of them ended up escaping during the production of this movie. It's like,
That's always
well,
good.
there goes
Introducing
our living props are on the run. But
Yeah, and introducing foreign animals to ecosystems, always good. That always turns
yeah,
out really well.
yeah, what could possibly
Oh
go
my
wrong
god.
there?
Nothing. That's what it's supposed to happen.
Right. So yeah, things get weird. The phone lines suddenly go dead.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
so that and they never explain that, so I guess we're expected to believe the frogs telepathically cut the phone line,
that's what
or
I'm
they're
thinking.
interfering with it. They're like, I don't know. We'll
Right.
see. No, we won't actually. We won't
No, we
see.
won't.
It's
We won't
just
actually
they
see
just don't work.
any other movie we would have seen, but no, not this one.
It's this movie's plot is just so okay, actually, it kind of starts out interesting. It seems like you get a lot of time with these characters, and because he spends a few days there and nothing's really happening, you're just kind of going around meeting all these individuals,
Right.
and that's kind of it. And there's a couple rich people complaining about. I think the matriarch's daughter has this line where she's like, "It's awful. The government like makes these laws that make other people safer, but it ends up costing us lots of money." And so those are the type of people they are. And but it started off very character driven. And so when I was watching this, I'm like, this isn't nearly as bad as Brian made it sound like it was going to be. And then the rest of the movie happens, and I'm like, I see now that it is in fact as bad as Brian was saying.
So I have to blame researcher Danielle on the show because she is the one who recommended this. And she let me know this was not the best movie ever. It was more like the worst movie ever. She did say, if you want to see a really bad movie, this is the one. So I watched this one last year sometime and thought, oh my God, this would be a lot of fun to dissect on Opening Kill. And so here we are. So I blame Danielle for all of its badness.
We're dissecting the movie Frogs while millions of frogs get dissected in schools
Yes,
every year.
there it
So
is. That's the
lot of
connection.
dissecting happening. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're doing science, really.
we are. We are. So um, the natural world here is starting to get hostile with all of these reptiles and amphibians, and people are getting concerned. Jason, the patriarch, dismisses their concerns because he doesn't care, and he orders one of his employees, Grover, to go deal with what he considers to be an overpopulation of frogs. And that's kind of a theme in this movie. There's too many frogs. We need to go
Yeah.
kill them and drive them away. And
Well,
they're
and that's all the family bitches about the entire time. They're
Mhm.
it's fucking. I hate the frogs. They don't never shut up. Kind of, I understand where they're coming from after an hour and a half of listening to nothing but frog noises, but like, it is kind of crazy that I mean, just play music,
Yeah,
like do anything.
yeah,
You can drown them out.
right.
You're rich. Figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. You've got all the money in the world. But he sure doesn't seem like he's happy, does it?
No, they're miserable wretches of individuals. And
Yeah.
there's a couple scenes where like you kind of get to see the dynamic. Like the son is talking to his wife about she's complaining about having to spend time with him. He's like, "Well, we just have to do this until he dies, and then we'll be well off."
Right. No, I guess it just proves that money can't buy you happiness, right?
It can't buy you happiness or working legs.
Right. Or
Because I think it was all the hate in his heart that made its way down to his legs.
is that what it
And
was?
that's what I think so. This guy sucks.
Well, I was curious because, again, yet another thing that never gets explained, how he's in the wheelchair.
Right. It's just for aesthetics, I guess.
Right, I guess.
And
Something like
it
that.
did bug me that he had a blanket over his legs the entire time. I'm like, it's fucking Florida, dude. You're
And it's the
good.
4th of July. It's hot and
It's the 4th of
humid.
July. It is so hot. And that's what I was thinking when Sam Elliott randomly is in like this beautiful denim on denim get up. I was like, that's gotta be uncomfortable.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
But we
Definitely.
know what it was for. It was for the eye candy because he's in those high waisted pants. Like
Yep.
I get what they're doing. And it's like,
Right.
bravo. He's a beautiful man, young and old.
That's right. He really is. He really
He is.
is. Yeah.
I think that's the thing that was throwing me off was without the mustache. I'm like, where are the ladies supposed to know they're supposed to sit? There's no target anymore.
No target at all. Just gone.
Just gone.
Oh, my God. Well, Smith, who is Sam Elliott's character, he goes out into the woods and he finds all kinds of dead frogs and snakes. And oh, yeah, he also discovers Grover's body in the swamp covered in snake bites. And we get this.
The opening kill.
22 minutes and 49 seconds in. We don't even see it. We find the body. It's a total butter knife. If I could go lower than a butter knife, I would do a putty knife. I give this a putty knife kill is what I do on this one.
I mean, that's fair, especially since he's like laying face down in like some mud.
Mm-hmm.
He's breathing. Like you can see him breathing from a
Yes.
very far away. And then it gets up on him and he turns him over and you at least get some cool like makeup effects on his face. They at least tried to give us something with that, but yeah, I mean, it's a butter for sure. It's the fact that he's technically still alive because he's breathing
He's breathing.
is gonna
Yeah.
it's gonna give it a butter knife just for that. But yeah, it's not good.
And again, the sound design in here is really bad too. It just the whole soundscape is not fantastic. Again, the budget $200,000. I mean, come on, you could do a little bit better. This was 1972, so that money would have gone a lot farther than it would today. It's like they just gave up halfway through this movie and decided, well, it is what it is. So,
And I think
yeah.
something that goes with what you're saying is whenever the people are interacting with animals,
Mm-hmm.
they're not really interacting them. You just get the picture shots of the individuals and then close-up zooms of animals
Right.
to let you know that this is what they're dealing with, but they never really interact.
Right.
It's just lots of zoom ups of animals and then flashing back to the people doing shit. It's very interesting. And when you said he got his start in TV, I'm like, that makes sense. This looks like a made for TV movie.
Yeah. It
Just
definitely
everything
does.
about how it's shot.
And the guy directed a lot of big TV series episodes from, the 70s and 80s and previous to that too, he'd done some stuff. So it's not that he couldn't do it. This was definitely probably not the best match for him, I would say.
And probably miserable on set. You're in the Florida swamps in summer.
Yeah.
Like that's not fun.
No, not at all. So that night, the family is gathered in the dining room. And like you mentioned, they're complaining about the noise of the frogs. It's driving them all crazy. And Smith gets back and asks if he can see Jason alone. He tells him what he found. And Jason tells him, do not tell the rest of the family. I don't want them to know that dude is dead. Just, Grover is Grover and he's not coming back. So just shut up about it. So we don't worry anybody. And so,
He's just an
yeah,
employee. He's not a real person.
right.
Like, that's just totally how this guy thinks. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's a ridiculous scene that happens right after this. There is a snake hanging from the chandelier. And I'm trying to figure out how the hell the snake got up on the chandelier. Any ideas? Because I sure couldn't come up with one. It's just kind of hanging there,
It's just chilling. I
Yeah,
mean, I'm not a snake expert. They kind of scare me, so I don't
me
know
too.
if they're able to climb vertical walls.
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
I
I
don't
just,
know. Yeah.
I've never seen it, so I don't think so.
I don't I don't think so either. So I'm not sure how it got there. Well, I do actually know how it got there. It was placed there by a set person.
That's right. The set designer put it
Yeah.
up there.
They're just like, let me just oh, there you go, perfect. And
Just
now we
stay
have a
there.
snake on. My favorite part is the fucking wheelchair dude just shoots it
From his wheelchair, yeah.
from his wheelchair, and like, that's a snake. A bullet is going through all the way through that, and then through whatever's behind it.
Right.
Clearly has no regard for anyone else's safety or the walls that
Well,
keep his house up.
I was surprised he didn't bring the whole damn chandelier down with him. I mean,
That too.
you know,
It would have been satisfying if the bullet would have like ricocheted and then went and hit him in the face.
totally. Yeah.
I think the family would have gotten over that one pretty quickly too. They'd be like, "Oh no. Anyway, what's for dinner?" Like, that's
Well, speaking of dinner, so the dead snake drops onto the table and Smith
yeah.
tells the butler just to remove it. So he picks it up and then he tells everybody to sit down at the table for dinner. I'm like, are you
Yeah.
fucking kidding me? You just killed a snake on that table and now you're just going to tell everybody to sit down? What is
Right.
happening?
Blood splatters a thing.
Yes.
Like, that could have gotten in your food. I do love the butler though, because in the beginning of this movie, they're talking about the goddamn frogs and ways to get rid of them, and he's just like, "Well, you could just like put oil in all the water." And it's like that do the trick, and fucking Prickett or Pritchett or whatever the fuck his name is, it was like, "Well, yeah, but it would also, kill everything else."
Yeah. Which I think is what has been happening anyway. I mean, with
Seems like
everything.
it.
Yeah,
That's why nature's pissed.
very much so. And maybe that's what's powering these amazing magic toads, not frogs,
Yeah.
toads, as you pointed out,
Toads.
to just use telekinesis or something to, I don't know, to cause the other animals to go after the humans. I just don't know.
Maybe they're just like the pigs in the book Animal Farm, where they're just like they're able to rally everyone else up. I don't know,
Mhm.
in their own little language. Maybe
Maybe.
they're not doing it telepathically, and maybe they manually just bit through the telephone lines. Who knows?
Oh, I see
There
where you're
could be a
going.
rational explanation for this. Is what I'm
I
saying.
see that. That's excellent to point that out because I wouldn't have thought of that.
Ooh, that's why they're always talking. They're
Right.
orchestrating everything. They're like, "Okay, you go over there now.
Yep.
Oh, go get on the chandelier, snake.
Go get on the chandelier, snake.
You will die, but that's a sacrifice we're willing to make."
Yeah. Well, I mean, if they're being controlled, telepathically, they really don't have any feelings left. I wouldn't think they're just
It's true.
like zombies. They're just, whatever. They're just doing what they're being told to do. So
Possibly.
yeah. Well, the next morning, Jason's grandson, Michael Martindale, ventures out to check a fallen power line in what, in my opinion, is one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen in a movie. He's got his rifle with him and he's running from something and he accidentally shoots himself in the leg. And the way it
Oh,
happens
yeah.
is just stupid looking. I was like, what? I actually had to go back and watch it again to see if I missed something. And I didn't. It's so
No.
random.
It's really hard to shoot yourself in the leg with a rifle.
Mm-hmm.
So I do have to commend him for that. It did remind me instantly. Do you remember that wide receiver Plaxico Burress? He
Oh,
played
yeah.
for the Steelers. That fucker shot himself in the leg. I think his was a handgun though, which is a little bit easier.
Yeah, a
But
little
that's
bit
all I thought
easier.
about. It's like, oh, that's like Plaxico Burress.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Maybe that's
So
how he did it too. He was getting chased by slithery thingies.
it had to have been. He was being chased by
Yeah, it had to have
something.
been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's immobilized now in the marsh. And
Yeah.
now we get another stupid thing that happens. Spanish moss, which is alive, now
Yeah.
entangles him and takes him to the ground basically and holds him down. And
It does not rape him though.
no, it does not. Like what was
It,
that movie? That was
Evil
Evil
Dead.
Dead. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the moss does not rape him. I do
No.
want to make that very clear, but it
Right.
does hold him down.
Which gives the tarantulas, that's right,
Yep.
tarantulas time to come in and bite him
Rape him.
repeatedly until he dies. Not toads or frogs. No. Tarantulas.
Tarantulas. Are they native to Florida?
I don't know what the
I don't think so.
Yeah, I would
I
have to
don't
look
think
that
there's
up.
wild tarantulas in Florida. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't know where they come from or where they like to live. Florida wouldn't be my first guess, but I mean, who knows? But
I'm looking it up right now.
they're just there, and they're
Oh,
there.
there
Are
are.
there? Okay.
There's wild. Yeah. Okay.
So we apologize
Okay.
to all the Floridians listening right now or watching the podcast on YouTube, because we obviously don't know what we're talking about when it comes to tarantulas and, where they like to hang out. So, okay.
I honestly thought those were like something that just existed, like guinea pigs, where they were just pets. Like I
Oh,
don't,
no.
I don't feel, are guinea pigs in the wild? Like no one knows where a guinea pig lives besides in a cage. I kind of
Right.
assumed that's what tarantulas were too.
Right.
But no, there's wild ones, so that's gross.
Well, this was just a silly kill, silly death.
I mean, yeah,
I mean, and I have to tell you, honestly, the frogs or the toads in this movie show more emotional range than all of this cast combined. If any acting awards should have gone out to this film, it should have gone to the toads, because they really had the humans beat in this.
they gave it their best. They were really trying, so I
They
do
were.
have to commend them for that. Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's beautiful.
And yeah, more shots of just the toads, the frogs jumping around now, and it's like, what is happening here? What is going on? They had so many cutaways. I mean, if you would take all the cutaways out, this 90-minute film probably would have been just under an hour long. I
Probably.
think. It's just,
It was
kinda
essentially
crazy.
a nature documentary with all the shots of wildlife.
Yeah. Yeah. And the toads are not actually doing anybody real harm other than annoying them. They're
Right.
somehow communicating with all of these other animals to do the killing and the maiming and all that. So, yeah. Don't know.
So yeah, who knows? We I guess move along in the movie, and I don't know any of their names, but the son, I think one of the sons is off, because there's really no plot from here on out. It's just now we just have people dying.
So this
So
is
this
Michael.
guy
This is Michael's brother, Ken.
Ken, okay. He wanders into like the greenhouse,
God.
and this is where we have some pretty dope. I think there's geckos.
Oh, yeah.
There's some sort of big lizard that's not an iguana. It's not a Komodo dragon, but it's a big lizard. And they start, for some reason, there's just jars of poison on the shelves.
Yeah.
And they just start knocking all these jars of poison down, which I guess then creates all these toxic fumes, and that kills him. And it's actually kind of funny how they shot this, because the lizards legitimately look like they're laughing. They're like,
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
What's interesting too, I mean, you notice that none of the animals were harmed in this, and this place filled up with fumes, with smoke.
Right.
And
that
everything
was something
survived.
I wanted to point out.
Yeah. And this dude took forever to even make an attempt to get out. He's hearing these jars being because the lizards are pushing them off the shelf.
Yep.
He's hearing them break and he's not reacting like it's anything of concern. Me, I would have been like out. I would have just ran out the side of, this greenhouse. I wouldn't have even
Yeah.
waited to find the door. I would have just been like Roadrunner, just out I go if something weird
Yeah.
like this was happening.
Greenhouses aren't sturdy. You can break through them pretty easily, I think. Yeah, that he just dallied a little bit too long, and it cost him his life.
Yes,
And they end up find him covered with just little lizards all over his face.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kill number 3 for those of you playing the home game version. And it was lame. The maid is actually dating Ken. I found this interesting because interracial relationships weren't that prevalent in TV and movies in the early 70s.
Right.
And the maid is African American and Ken is not. He's white privilege. And they were actually a couple in this, a very cute couple. And so she goes running out there and sees that he's dead because Smith finds him. And by then, did
Yeah.
you notice also how quickly those fumes cleared out? Because when Smith got
Yeah.
there, there was nothing in the air. No smoke, nothing.
Yeah.
It's
That's
like,
dumb.
yeah. So he holds her back and she goes tearing back into the yard to tell the rest of the family. It's just, the acting is just so bad. I mean, that scene, she's screaming and they're just like, what? Who's dead? What? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one guy's like, well, I don't want to leave because that means I'd have to wheel myself out of here.
That's right.
And everyone else, everyone else kind of starts to panic. He still just doesn't give a shit about anything.
He gives a shit about
not even his own family.
He gives a shit about his birthday party and the 4th of July.
Yes.
That's it. That's totally
But he only
it.
cares about the 4th of July because it's his birthday.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
So, and he even comments a little bit later in the movie that he's not going to let anything spoil his birthday party. Doesn't matter if people are dying. It's my day. It's my birthday.
And to be fair, he does. He lets a lot of people die, and it doesn't rain on his parade.
No.
So he is a man of his word.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet, yeah.
Well, the animal attacks escalate, and Sam Elliott's character Smith is urging everybody to get on a boat, leave the island. And his theory is that the whole ecosystem appears to be reacting violently to environmental abuse, which is coming from this family's plantation and their efforts to thin out the frog population. So this is nature striking back, which good on it.
Right. I do love this movie. I don't love this movie, but I do enjoy that it's one of my favorite subgenres of horror, which is eat the rich. And this has got to be one of like the first examples of that, I would assume.
Mm-hmm.
There's not too many from way back. It's
right.
more kind of recent, but no, it's silly. These characters are just unlovable in every way, and you're kind of loving seeing them die, even when they're dying in really lame kill scenes.
Right. Exactly.
Like the next one.
Oh my God. And again, like you mentioned, Jason is just sitting there in his wheelchair. He absolutely refuses to abandon his celebration. But yeah, the attacks continue because now Jason's daughter, Iris, she's something. She's into butterflies.
Something. Yep, she sure is. And she just goes off into the woods alone and is walking around, and we know that creatures are chasing on her because we get close-up shots of them.
Mm-hmm.
We have some rattlesnakes, other
that's right.
crawlies. So she's kind of like getting fucked up by the branches, and then she ends up seeing this rattlesnake, and she goes like, ah! With some fantastic acting.
Oof.
And she then takes off, and the best part of this scene is when she falls into this little like mud puddle thing, and she gets up and she's covered in these leeches. And so she's just ripping these leeches off, and every time she rips one off, there's just red paint on her arm or her face to simulate blood. But it straight up just looks like paint. It looks incredible. And the best part of this is the original idea for her death was that a butterfly was going to lead her into quicksand,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
quicksand was going to kill her. But the butterfly, her favorite thing, is what would have led her to her doom, which I kind of thought is probably, that sounds so fucking stupid, but I think it'd be better than what we got, because she's just screeching and running through the woods. Eventually the snakes get her, and they turn her blue pretty
Yeah.
quickly. So that's death number 4 by snake and leeches and
So
bad acting.
the leeches were on her back. She's fully clothed, but they were on her shirt, which looks
Yes.
stupid because the leeches typically will just go for the skin. They can't get anything
Right.
on the clothes.
Right.
But they were there, damn it. I think there were 3 or 4 of them on her back, and then like you said, the other ones on her arms or whatever. And this whole death is just so stupid. Oh my God.
And you don't bleed that much. Like, the leeches, their mouths are very, very tiny. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not realistic.
Her husband, Stuart, now goes out to search for her, only to stumble into a mud pit where he gets devoured by alligators, which he wrestles one of them, and it's
Oh yeah, he
obviously
does.
a fake. I mean, I'm not saying that the craftsmanship was poor, but the way they shot this, first of all, he never would have been able to wrestle with it the way he was if this were a real alligator. It was so unconvincing and so fake.
Yeah.
I mean, I laughed at this when he's literally rolling around with this fake alligator. Oh,
Just
yeah.
doing barrel rolls. It's bad.
That's
Yeah.
the term, barrel rolls. Thank you. Yeah.
You're
Kill
welcome,
number 5 for Stuart.
Stuart.
Oh.
Oh God. And then we get like the maid trio. They try to escape, right? They grab all their luggage and they're running
Yeah.
around, and then they look up. They try to get off. This whole
Well,
part was just
yeah,
chaotic.
because Jason, he's not listening to any of his family. They all want to get off the island now
No.
because they know people are dying, and damn it, he still wants to celebrate the 4th of July and his birthday. So yeah, the butler, the maid, and then Ken's fiance Bella attempt to flee with Clint,
Hmm.
Sam Elliott. Is that Sam Elliott? Clint is not Sam Elliott.
That's the
That's the
one who
Clint.
almost hit Sam Elliott with the
That's
boat.
right, the brother.
Yeah.
So yeah, they attempt to flee with the brother by boat, and then we just don't see him again for a while. It gets really weird because now we get a bird attack. And the thing
Right.
is, all of the birds that you see, the cutaway shots of the birds, it's all stock footage because they
Yeah.
didn't have real birds that they could use for this. So,
Yep.
yeah,
It's kind of implied too. Because later we see like their luggage, but we don't see them.
mm-hmm.
So it's implied that they get killed by the birds, I guess.
Yeah,
so,
we do see Clint die because
we do see him die.
Yeah, and that's a
Because
good thing
he
because nobody.
sees his. Yeah, no one likes Clint. He sucks. He's got a dumb name. But he sees his boat adrift, and so he swims out to try to reach it. But some snakes bite him to death, and
Right.
he's dead.
It was a water moccasin, which was cool.
Oh,
I
a
don't know
water
if
moccasin.
we've ever had a death by water moccasin on opening kill, so now we do.
I don't think we have, and we've definitely not had death by alligator snapping turtle, and that's what we get next, because Jenny, she sees him and she tries to rescue him, but she gets
that's his wife.
Stuck. Yeah, she gets stuck only to be attacked and killed by an alligator snapping turtle, which my only knowledge of alligator snapping turtles is in Jackass 3.5, where Steve-O gets bit on the ass by one, and just based off the violence of that bite, they are not to be trifled with. So
No.
I think she got fucked by this thing.
No, I think she did too. Literally and figuratively.
Yeah,
Seriously.
good God.
Oh my
Those things are
God.
scary. And this was a big one. Like, this
Oh
one was
yeah.
huge.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
you just see it kind of like lumbering towards her in the water. Yeah.
Well, the estate is obviously now just descending into chaos.
Yes.
Karen and Smith, that is Sam Elliott's character, they decide to escape with the surviving children. Again, Mr. Crockett refuses to leave his home. Damn it, no one's going to spoil my birthday.
Oh,
Nuh-uh.
no.
So they cross the lake in Smith's canoe, and they're fending off snakes and alligators. And they finally reach the mainland, where they discover evidence that the others, Bella, Maybelle, and Charles, did not survive. So
Right.
chalk up kills 8, 9, and 10 right there. And another lame scene here, because they flagged down a car coming to them, and the acting in this scene was horrendous, with the female driver of this like Pinto station wagon vehicle stops, and she's just talking to him. What happened? Did something happen? Are you okay? And she's a horrible actress. So it just kept getting worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, and her kid has like a big frog on him too. They
Oh, that's
telling
right.
about how he took it from summer camp or something. So that's what they want to see. It's like, oh great,
Yeah.
we're in this car with this kid who has a giant ass frog. Awesome. Also was a toad.
Yep.
Never, whatever though.
Well, and this thing, of course, suggests that the infestation extends beyond the island, and nature could
Right.
be now coming back, on all of
Well,
mankind.
yeah, let's look at the tagline. First the swamp, then the world. So
There it is. That's right.
there it is.
Yeah.
And now alone in his mansion later that evening, Jason bears witness to hundreds and thousands of frogs who start breaking into the house and staring at him. They're doing a lot of staring and a little bit of hopping. The phone rings, but the line is still dead when he answers it. So I don't know how that works.
Nope.
I don't know the physics or science behind what could cause that, but
Bad filmmaking.
it happens. Bad filmmaking is probably the biggest thing. And then the frogs, I guess, they kind of like they jump on him a little bit, and he falls out of his wheelchair and he dies by frogs jumping on him, I think, is what I gathered.
Yeah. I mean,
because they didn't eat him.
Nope, sure didn't.
They just hopped on him.
And the fact
maybe gave him a heart attack.
The fact they were able to break into the house is pretty impressive.
Right. So it's impressive.
Kudos to the frog toads.
They finally did something. They finally killed someone.
Now, I don't know how far you watched the end credits, but a few moments into them, they're not that long because they stacked all the credits at the front of the movie. It's almost a 5-minute front credit roll on this film. But during the end credits, they have an animated frog that appears, and it has a human hand in its mouth. It swallows it and then hops away.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah. Probably the best part of the movie was when the end credits started to roll.
It was also the only frog in the movie.
Yeah,
that was a legit frog.
That was legit.
We do have that.
Yeah.
Fun fact about Ray Milland and his death scene.
Yeah.
He walked off set.
Yes, he did.
So most of the shots of like the body there is not him. It's a body double because he quit.
Yeah, the story was he hated this production so much he left 3 days early, and he just said, "Screw you guys." I mean, Ray Milland was, as I mentioned at the beginning of the podcast, he was one of Hollywood's biggest stars. He actually won the Academy Award for Best Actor, as well as a Golden Globe, for his portrayal of an alcoholic writer in the movie The Lost Weekend. I believe it was 1954. And that movie also won the Oscar for Best Picture. So this guy had a brilliant career. Um, he started doing less and less film work and was very selective about the roles that he would take. And I think maybe he should have been a little more selective. Um,
Right.
but he did do another horror film. I think it was a year or two after this one. Can't remember the name of it, but and he was working up until the year before he died. He died in 86 and he was still active in 85 and he was 78, 79 years old. Great actor, just wrong project for him to be in. I mean, out of all the actors, his performance was probably, and Sam Elliott wasn't bad, but
Sam Elliott's fine. Yeah, he's
yeah,
totally fine.
right. But yeah, I thought Ray Milland held his own. He just happened to be in a really bad movie that didn't make him look fantastic. So
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Well, the final
And
kill
that's the
count.
movie. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, I wish we had more. Well, I don't wish we had more. I'm glad we don't have more. But the final kill count lands at 11. Favorite character? None. I have no favorite character. None.
I liked Pickett. He's fine. Like,
Okay.
it's Sam Elliott. Like, yeah, he's the only good person in this movie.
I don't have a favorite kill, but I'll give you my least favorite kill. It was Michael in the living Spanish moss scene, which was just over the top ridiculous to me.
I mean, yeah, yeah. I think my favorite death is the dumb lizards in the greenhouse because it's
Ugh.
just so preposterous. Yeah, I don't know. It made me chuckle. It's something. It gave some sort of got an emotional response from me
I think that was a
in the form of
close
laughter.
that was a close second for me. Yeah, the
Yeah.
greenhouse. Favorite scene? I have none. I just don't. I
My
mean, I
favorite
wish.
scene is probably just the greenhouse again because it's just so silly.
Yeah. Um, how screwed are we? Totally not screwed. I'm
Yeah, I
sorry.
think yeah, I respect nature. I don't like rich people, so I think I'd be fine.
I think you'd be all right. I think you'd get away with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Um, I guess there's a final girl, final boy score. I give them a big goose egg. Um, they're getting a 0. I mean, it's not really
You
like we have
know,
a single one. I don't know.
right. I'm just gonna give my final girl ranking to Pickett, and I'll give him a 3 just because of his denim moose knuckle in those pants.
Oh my God.
So we'll do that. Why not?
Okay.
Fuck it. There's no rules here.
No, there's not. There's really not. We make up the
Yeah.
rules. Yeah.
Yeah.
Star grade is a 1.
I think I gave it 2.
Did you
I
give it
mean,
2?
yeah, it's because I think like the first bit of the movie is genuinely interesting,
Right.
and then it just goes off the rails a lot, and it never recovers from that. But yeah, it's not good.
No,
Like, let's get that out of the way, if you couldn't already tell.
I generally start with a 3 going into a movie, and then it either goes up or goes down, or it bounces
That's
around
fair.
like the stock market. This one started at a 3 and just kept slowly creeping lower and lower and just could not rebound. So
Yeah.
fortunately, that's where it ended. Slasher survival tip. If you're trapped on an island surrounded by killer frogs, you're safe from suspense because there is none.
Hey, as long as you're safe.
I mean, that's all I got. It's this was we have to thank again researcher Danielle for this wonderful gem of a film, which she didn't like either, by the way. So
I will say I'd rather watch this movie again than Silent Hill.
really, see, I would watch Silent Hill.
Dude, Silent Hill is like, at least this one has the decency to be an hour and a half.
Well, you
Silent
have a
Hill is like,
point. Oh
yeah,
yeah, it's like 2 hours, isn't it?
more. It's over
Oh,
2
that's right.
hours.
It is like by a few minutes more. Yeah, that's right.
It's one of my least favorite movies I've ever seen. I fucking hate that movie.
I didn't get to the theater to see the new one that just came out. I'm gonna have to.
Sounds like you haven't missed anything.
Yeah, it's kind of
It's
what I'm
gotten
hearing.
yeah.
I was hoping it would at least redeem itself somewhat, but that's what I'm hearing. It's not great. So
Yeah.
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 Well, on the way here in a bit, we're going to get into the scare preview. Courtney from Jaunty Haunts, though, is back on social media after taking a hiatus to enjoy some time off. Plus, she just moved from the East Coast to the West Coast, so things have been hopping, like we just talked about frogs. So hopping in her life. And she is about ready to come back with a new season of all new episodes. And you don't want to miss Jaunty Haunts.
Right. So this is the perfect time to binge seasons 1 and 2. So you're going to be all ready to go when season 3 drops, which we will be on.
Yes.
So keep your ears out for that. But if you love paranormal, you love monsters, aliens, ghouls, demons, all of the above.
Yep.
She's got episodes on all of those different subcategories. So there's something truly for everybody's interest with this one. So, yeah.
Absolutely. So, yeah, we are very excited because she is also going to be on this podcast. It's been over a year since she's been on, and we've been talking about this for a while. We're going to be doing the movie Sleepy Hollow with Johnny Depp and Christina Ricci, and it's one of her favorite movies, and she actually got to visit the actual Sleepy Hollow when she was living in New York. So it'll be a good time, and we'll keep you updated as to when she will be on Opening Kill. But yeah, catch Jaunty Haunts wherever you get your favorite podcast.
The Scare Preview.
Scare Preview. New movies coming up. What do you got, Michael?
So mine is coming up in a while. Like it's a little bit far out, but I'm just so darn excited for it. It is James Watkins' Clayface movie. Now, Clayface is a Batman villain. He's a actor who, in order to stay relevant, has some procedure to his face to make him look better, and it creates this horribly disfigured monster that can kind of like just change his appearance. They're going full body horror with it, though. This will be DC Universe's first horror movie, and it will be a part of the expanded DC movie universe, so it will be in the same universe as like Superman, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
It is written by the iconic and always fantastic Mike Flanagan. So we're getting a superhero horror movie written by Mike Flanagan. I just can't see how this is not going to be a really good movie. But it is coming out all the way in September.
Okay.
September 11th, 2026. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah, I can't wait.
So mine is a film called Obsession, written and directed by YouTuber Curry Barker. Stars Michael Johnston, Indy Navarrete, and Cooper Tomlinson. After breaking the mysterious One Wish Willow to win his crush's heart, a hopeless romantic finds himself getting exactly what he asked for, but soon discovers that some desires come at a dark, sinister price. It opens May 15th in a theater near you. So it looks really good. The trailer looks really good.
Yeah. Curry Barker's great. I love all of his shorts that he's done. So
yeah. All right. Well, that's a wrap for episode 57. Hope you enjoyed frogs.
Yeah, it's a movie.
It is. I mean,
we talked about it, so you don't have to see it.
That's right. We did all of the heavy lifting here. So,
yeah.
I mean, if you're into really bad movies, I mean, I can sit through bad movies and still be entertained. I was not entertained with this movie. So, anyway, next week we are going to go back to 2021 with Antlers. That'll be fun.
I like this one. It takes place in Oregon, so that's always fun too. Yeah.
Absolutely. So subscribe to us, follow us on Instagram and on Facebook, and tell all your friends about us too. And, you can watch the video version of this on YouTube on the Opening Kill podcast channel.
Yep, you can do that, and then, you can also just get us wherever you get your other podcasts, so Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever. Whichever one you like, we're basically on all of them. So pick your poison there, and if you have a movie recommendation for us, or maybe you'll wanna come on the show in the future,
Sure.
hey, you can email us, openingkillpod@gmail.com.
Yeah, we would love to hear from you. And yeah, if you come up with a movie that intrigues us and you want to guest it, yeah, we'd love to have you.
Possibly,
Possibly.
possibly.
We will vet you first.
Well, that yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, we will see you again in about a week with Antlers. Have a great rest of your Thursday and weekend. And yeah, we'll talk to you next week.
See ya.
Opening Kill is produced by Mystic Cloud Productions and hosted by Brian O'Connor and Michael Duran. New episodes drop every Thursday wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. And don't forget, you can watch the video versions on YouTube. See you next time, if you survive the opening kill.